You click started. You click here.
Yeah,
it's already started.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay, go.
Good afternoon. Yeah, this is a team NetSquared Uganda, and we are trying to address a problem currently in Uganda. So right here, this is a prototype. This is a design I've come up with, and realize that this is a small community that comprises of very many slums that are represented by these small Manila papers here. So this is a school, this is another home, this is another home, this is another home. So inside that, in that very homestead, there are very many activities that are going on. For example, there are guys who do the fishery, there are guys who do the farming here. At the same time, there's a school here, there's a school here. At the same time, this is an ambulance, so this is a hospital. So these people, they have the resources, but what NetSquared is bringing is now the information. How can they use all these gadgets around to acquire appropriate information and fasten their services? So what NetSquared is now, it has come to the center to reach out all these communities using few resources to reach all these other communities. So NetSquared now is the information provider. It's the trading center. It is the everything that provides information to the people. So we have here the red. The red indicates that it is new in the community. And here we have the router, and the router provides, is more like an internet service provider to all these people. So we have laptops for people who cannot access laptops, who don't have laptops, can come with the use of these vehicles you see here. They just come, board the vehicles, come to the center, seek for the information, do the workshop training from there, then come back to their comfort zone. At the same time, we have the telecommunication mast. Realize that this station here is a little bit at the high altitude, so people cannot make their phone calls easily. So we have these telecommunication masts from all centers, so that if someone is making a phone call, it's able to reach to these people. At the same time, we have a hospital here. No, this is a school, and we have students there. So it's gazetted in such a way that we are trying to prevent external users from accessing the resources unless when they're authorized. So the students here, with the help of the school buses here, these school buses, they just come, enter the school bus, come to the center and do the training. They train them how to use computers, how to use the information, how to use all the blogs. They go back to school and educate all those people around them such that they have a beautiful community.
Yes, what is essential here is people from different origins, example homes, schools. They are supposed to come at the center to access their information, so they can be acquainted with the information, so that they can be in a position of understanding what is going on in their technology. So people from different areas, as my fellow said, are supposed to come with different means here. For here we have the vehicles. They may use the vehicles to come at the center to access the information. That is all about.
Then to answer the question, what NetSquared looks like in our community, the raid, as you said, is a new thing in there. So it being a boundary of the center, and we've got, let's say the table is the community. So we're saying NetSquared is actually a community within a community. It's a community of information resources, ICTs, that's being placed in the center and in a community to help the entire community now have access or readily available technologies to help them improve their lives, their farming, their education, their health, and everything else they would like to do with the help of the ICTs brought about by NetSquared there.
Thank you. Any questions? Any questions? You're okay with it?
Yeah, one question I have. Yeah, you've answered how NetSquared is like in your community.
Yes.
So what are the negative part of NetSquared?
The negative parts.
Yeah.
If we look at our community, it's big. So first of all, it started as in the center, but there are areas, maybe there are distant areas outside our borders, and people would like to access this information. So So having readily available centers everywhere would be easier. It would reduce on the cost of movement and everything. So the negative part here is being centrally located, when we would have had multiple centers where people can easily access. Let's say at a school we have a center there, they allow us to have a class maybe at the NetSquared hub, then it would be easier for these pupils, not for them to burn gas coming to the center each and every time they want to come there, but easily go to a class. So that's...
Yeah, but according to the presentation the ambassadors made, the NetSquared model,
Yes.
it is actually based on the local organizers.
Yes.
So in that case, I see the organizer there. Why don't we have other organizers around so people can be better served?
So we realize that the resources we have are not enough. So we are trying to utilize the few resources so that we can reach all these communities. So that's why we have NetSquared at the center.
Thank you so much.
So I just wanted to address one question. When you're addressing this, is this is this a particular community, or we are addressing all of us here as organizers? That's, I don't know if I got that right.
Yeah.
Is that correct? My question?
I think
Are we addressing this community as the NetSquared picture, as all of us local organizers, because we are from
different countries.
Yeah, different.
So we
places.
can say this is a typical scenario of NetSquared organizers, say, in Africa. Like I am from Zambia, I'm in Lusaka, and most of there are two organizers there, we're all in Lusaka, but there are people out there in Northern Province, Western Province, Copper Belt that would love to have this information. But the challenge is we are centrally located. We can say that's Lusaka, this is Northern Province, and they want to have that. So this is a typical scenario of...
In addition to that, we realize that we are using very many colors, and these very many colors represent very many countries. So all these people realize that this is green, and there's a NetSquared organization that represents green, for example, in Uganda.